What happens when two worlds collide? I'm not talking about two heavenly bodies of matter out in space that hit each other. I'm talking about when your world hits a world of another person that seems completely different than yours. Because in this life, we create our own worlds. We get used to our own habits, our customs, our traditions, our styles of living, and it becomes normal to us. But what happens if you were plucked out of your world and you were put in a world that's completely foreign to what you know? What happens? It's just like when light meets dark. There's quite a bit of gray in the middle. And so when worlds collide, it causes chaos. It causes confusion. It causes a sense of loss, and almost like part of ourselves are dying because there's these new ideas, there's these new ways of living that we never thought to think about before, and now I'm faced with it and forced to look at it, and I don't want to believe it, because if that's a possible way of living, then what does that mean about my way of life? And so how often do you put yourself out of your comfort zone? How often do you allow yourself to connect with and interact with other ideas that are foreign to you? Now, the benefit from doing that is because it can stretch you. If you never do anything different, you'll never get anything different. And so if there's things in your life that you're struggling with, that you don't enjoy, that you just feel like it's just life, you just got to do the grind, you just got to put in the time, and eventually you'll die. If you're thinking that, is it possible that there's other people out there who aren't living that way? Is it possible that there are people out there who are loving life? And here's the thing, if there's other people out there living a different lifestyle, that also means it's possible for you, because you are a human being. And anything that happens in the realm of human beingness is possible for a human being. And so today I invite you to stretch. Today I invite you to find some idea that you would never thought possible and spend some time researching, observing that idea. Whether it's someone that you could meet online, someone that you know in your neighborhood, or just picking up a book that you've never thought to read about and reading it. I'm currently reading a book right now that I don't have any more credits on my Audible, and so I went through all the books that don't take a credit, and I found one, and it's called The Lives We Bury. And I'd never heard of this book before. I've never heard of the author before. And usually I fall into this too. Most of what I do is on autopilot. And so usually I'm like, oh, I've heard of that author before, I'll read their book. Or, oh, someone told me about this book, so I'll read it. This time, I've never heard of the author, never heard of the book, but I started reading it. And I love it. I love it. It's a great book. And it's caused me to reflect on this idea. And so today, I challenge you to stretch yourself. You are a miracle. You have a purpose. This life is a playing ground. It's an opportunity for us to practice new ideas. You are not stuck. You are not stuck. You can choose a different path if you so desire. You are a miracle. You have a purpose. There's hope in this life. There's light in this life. There's ups and there's downs, mountains and valleys, and you are here for a reason. You've done nothing wrong, and in order for you to become who you were born to be, life couldn't happen any other way. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here with me today on this channel. If this message today inspired you in some way, helped expand your life, I invite you to like this channel, subscribe to it, share it with any loved ones that you feel could also benefit from this message. And if that's you, welcome. Glad to have you here with me today. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.